Here's the thing. Men want to come to us.
Yeah.
You know, we can come to
Safe
our
space.
we can come to our sisters for our issues and our problems, but our men want to come to us. Assalamu alaikum, peace. It's Coach Nyla.
Assalamu alaikum, peace. It is Coach Fatimah.
And we are co-wives and co-founders of Outstanding Personal Relationships, as well as co-authors of the book, Let's Talk Polygyny Uncensored. And this video, my co-wife and I decided that we kind of, in a way, it's kind of PSA, but it's just some information that definitely needs to be shared. And we thought it was definitely best to do this video together because we actually, my co-wife put out a meme. She put out a post about it, about being the peace for, you know, your husband. I was gonna do a video, so we pretty much great minds think alike. That's just how that goes. It's co-wife energy. So we decided to just do it together, so you guys will know what that looks like of being someone's peace, what it looks like of having someone as peaceful as well, and what to do in the situations where you may be kind of in a place where you're feeling like you may be stuck, or you came to a crossroads where you're like, okay, what happened? How did we get to this point? And can we get out of it and get better?
Right.
So
and we wanted to talk about it because we don't want anyone to think we've not been through these things. That's why I tell y'all in my videos, I don't act right all the time. Because if people get on my nerves, I start getting on their nerves back.
You sound like what Baba said. She was like, see, I'm petty like that. She was like, I know I need to not be, but I just am. If you hurt me, I'm gonna hurt you back.
And then the thing is that INFJs and ENFPs, and we talk about this a lot, we both have feeling, dominancy. We like to see the goodness in people first. We don't like to see the scary. We don't like to see the sad, angry. We don't like to see that part. We like to give them props and go, oh, everybody be happy. Let's be, kumbaya. And it's just not like that. But I learned that in certain moments, especially when you're a feeler, you can take things personally. You can take them as a judgment.
Yes.
And the thinkers will be going, I'm judging you.
Right.
You're like,
where you
how
get
are
that
you
from?
not? You know?
You're like, no, I feel that.
I felt the judgment, sir and ma'am. But it's important to talk about because we all are different and we receive things differently and we offer things differently. So for us, the go-to move is like, okay, what just happened? Mine is sometimes confusion. And if we're frustrated, you might get in a moment where if somebody's giving you a certain energy, they might get that back from you, but that's not typically what you do.
We'd like to interrupt this video to let you guys know to make sure you are registered for the Women's Polygyny Masterclass. Yes, it's our 4-part Polygyny Masterclass with your coaches, Coach Nyla
and Coach Fatimah.
And we are going to talk about different things in preparing and thriving and growing in polygyny.
Yeah, and your co-wife connection. Everybody asks us, so we're going to go there. We're going to talk about all those things. We really hope you guys join us.
So make sure you click the link in the description and don't forget to register. We'll see you soon. Now let you get back to the video.
It's just in those moments when we really, really feel judged or we feel like somebody's being petty, as Coach Nyla mentioned, I might go there with them. So it's important to create this video because of those differences. It's like embracing the difference, but sometimes when somebody else is feeling weaker, you have to be the strong one in the moment, and not take it personally. We were just talking about this before we started recording. Coach Nyla was like, it's almost like you just cut the energy off and
Mhm.
just transfer it somewhere
Yep.
else and just go, you know what? Let's not.
No,
Let's
not
shelve
do
it. Let's wait.
Yeah.
Pause.
Oh,
Whatever.
yes,
right?
I like that. I like that. And that's how you can come back with a clear head. And the thing is that we wanted to talk about it even and being a piece for men, because now men are actually speaking. Like, men don't usually use their words. You know, they don't use their words to say how they feel. Like, emotionally, that's not a thing that they're taught. There's not a thing that, is encouraged, because they're like, a man gotta be this, a man gotta, take care of, this stuff. So anything that he's feeling outside of this strong, powerful provider, protector type thing needs to not be shown.
Right.
So it's really difficult sometimes for us as women who we do speak about our feelings. We do say, how we feel and everything, like to try to decipher what it is that they're actually feeling. And we may not even understand, may not even know that they're feeling low, that they're feeling like they're not doing enough, like they don't feel that. And that's the thing when we're talking about peaceful men who are, now I'm not saying these peaceful men are the men that's you never gonna have an argument with. That's not what we're saying. You're gonna
Thanks
have
for
some
that clarity.
You know what I'm saying? Because
we might be
there'll be sometimes right, I'm like, oh, I'm just like that. There's no man. I ain't never been with a man that I ain't argue with. No, sometimes we are people, so we gonna have our feelings. We gonna probably have a bad day. We talked about that too, having bad days, bad moments, and things like that. So we're not saying that he has to be a perfect person, but if you see that this person is trying, this person is working towards building a better life for you and your family and these different things like that, they do want encouragement. They do want to know that they're seen, and they do want, and it's not easy for someone that's a strong, and this goes for women too, who say that they're not ones. I have bonus daughters. I have a daughter that they are not speakers in saying that this is how I feel and this is what I want from you. Yeah, it's like you gotta pull it. So knowing that, we have to understand that it may be times where we may have to ask these questions like, hey, how you feeling today? Hey, is there something I can do for you today? Or, hey, I noticed this. But that comes with really seriously reading between the lines and listening with our eyes as much as we listen with our ears. Because as we stated before, they don't verbalize stuff as much. Now, though, you're seeing videos of men talking about how they don't feel appreciated at home, how they feel some type of way of coming home, so they're staying out a lot longer and a lot later, or just avoiding it because they actually want some peace. So their man cave, so to speak, is their peaceful place, and if they don't have a man cave inside the home, they'll find it somewhere else. Some men who aren't Muslim, it could be some Muslim too, they have to deal with that. They have to take that up with their creator. Go to bars and go to drink and go. They have these vices
after work, after work.
So why? Why? It's like, it's something there. These are vices that people use to drown out sorrows. Coping. It's those things. So are we looking, with our eyes? Are we listening with our eyes? Are we listening with our ears? Are we seeing the issues, or are we only immersed in our own self, preservation, so to speak, or our own feelings of maybe, this didn't go the way we wanted to today. And so, I want you to hear my side, what I went through, what this, me. Not saying it's a problem, not saying that you shouldn't talk about what's going on with you, but you got to get this. We got to get this as women. We got to understand we have people to talk to. Sometimes we act like we don't. We can go to social media and spit out our problems, and we have so many women that will come to our beck and that will come to our side. Yeah, girl, I know that. Or girl, it's okay. Don't worry about it. Sis, you got this. I got you. Try it and see. If you haven't done it before. Even if you don't have a person right there, like how I have my co-wife, or I have my babies and my bonus babies that give me this energy, or my mom I can talk to, or my grandma, or anybody like that. Even if I didn't have that, I can go to social media and say, you know, hey, I'm having a bad day today, and
Yeah.
you know, I can just put that on there.
They'll
That
get
could be a
girl,
post.
child,
Girl,
all that.
don't worry about it. Girl, you got this, sis. Hey,
Yes.
what you need?
Yes.
People
yes,
that don't
yes,
even
yes.
know you.
Exactly.
It's so hard for men to do that.
That's facts. That's
don't-
facts
they
because I was on social media and I was talking to she's my friend in my real life. She's Canadian and she's like, well, how you guys like in Turkey? And I've never met her, only know her from IG. And she said, you know what? Let me know if you ever want to vent. Because she was telling me about her divorce and how her trauma. Da da da. I said, you see women how we are, and they said. Only women of color, only Black women. We compliment each other based off what we see. So we go, come on, pink, or come on, dots, or come on, stripes. You know, we good at. I see you, shiny shit. Okay, teeth. We do all type of stuff. You know, we could get our braces taken off. Like, okay, smile. We just naturally do it. I can't see Coach Nyla here doing it. Come on, Sue.
Whatever. All right, see,
not doing that.
And we've done that where I was listening to, and people can say what you want about music and everything like that. This is not for this. I was listening to, looking for some Mary J. Blige. She's an artist for those who don't know. I was looking for something of her because I remember a lot of things that she used to sing back in the 90s that just had me feeling a good way or whatever. And it was like empowering. And realized that she has a new album in 2022. Didn't know. And it's called Good Morning Gorgeous is what it's called. It's so beautiful. And she's like, when she was going through her stuff, like when she was going through hard times or whatever, the song right before that is called I'm Amazing or something like that. And then the next song after that is Good Morning Gorgeous. And she talked about it, and what she said was that when she was going through those things, she just one day decided that I don't care what I'm going through, I'm going to say I'm amazing. I'm going to manifest this amazing feeling in my life, and I'm going to compliment myself, and I'm going to walk, whether I look in the mirror or whatever the case may be, every morning I'm going to tell myself, good morning, gorgeous. Women do that. Women find a way to do that. Men don't be like, hey, handsome. Now, I've had some, when I was growing up, my son's father, he used to do some stuff like that with his guys, but they'll be joking and having a good time, and they're uplifting each other. Things have changed so much, and many men don't have that. Even growing up, a lot of guys didn't have that either. No outlet like that to be able to.
That's rare. What they had.
Exactly. Yeah, it's rare. I know. I didn't know that because that's what I saw with him. Yeah. So I didn't know. But there's like he's like, yeah, who's that fine dude, whatever. And they be like, no, that's me. Yeah, that's me. And then they be joking around and everything like that.
They made their own friends.
They did. And when it comes to feelings though. That's not a thing that they go and be like, hey, bro, I'm going through this, I'm blah, blah, blah. They don't operate that way. So now we're starting to hear more men say that, but here's the thing. Men want to come to us. Yeah. You know, we can come to our sisters for our issues and our problems, but our men want to come to us. And if we're not allowing that safe space, if we're not allowing that peace, I was just listening to again, because that's how I grew up. I grew up on music. I was listening to a song by a woman named Deborah Cox, and she had a song called Call Me. And the whole song was talking about how he can come to her whenever he need her. Don't be afraid to say what's on your mind. I'm gonna be right there for you. You're safe with me. Those were the lyrics of that song, and we're not saying that enough.
Right. She's another good Canadian.
Yes, indeed, right? Her and Tamia, we'll go into all of that. So yes,
we love them.
So those type of things. There are those things, but we're going to what it looks like, to have a person of peace. And what you need to do if you start to find yourself not in a peaceful situation where it's kind of hard for you to even maintain the peace.
Yeah, and you guys, we want to let you know too that men are afraid to say they're vulnerable sometimes. That those moments where they feel tired and they're just over it and they may feel like they want to throw in the towel. Who knows? But they got to have those moments where they're vulnerable enough to tell us and we're okay and we don't stand in judgment because of it. Because I'm telling you, if we did that, If that was done to us, we would have a serious problem in the marriage. But we don't look at it as serious when they do it. You know, when it's happening to them, when they're saying, "Look, now I'm tired." Yeah. When your husband starts saying he's tired, you need to talk to him. I'm telling you that right now. You need to listen and let him talk and shut up and listen, honestly. Because the last thing sometimes people just want to be heard. They don't want a solution from you necessarily. Yes. They just want to be heard. It was an episode of Criminal Minds, and I remember that. And Morgan. Yeah, Shamar Moore. Don't know who Morgan is. I don't know what to tell you. Right. Wiki the show. Okay. Legend. He was talking to Garcia, and she was going through some trauma. And he was like, well, giving her solutions. And then JJ walks up and she goes, you know, sometimes women don't want to be fixed, and she's not asking you to fix anything. And I said, boom, there it is. And this was years ago, but that's my jam, Criminal Minds. But I thought about that, and I said, well, I think men probably operate within that same realm, but just differently as men. And I said, I don't need to provide a solution for everything. Right. Maybe you just simply need to say, well, what do you think is the best way to go about it? How do you feel about it? Like, where's your heart leaning toward? You know what I mean? Something as simple as that is support.
That is. And
it is. It speaks volumes, I'm telling you.
Exactly, because he wants to feel like he's needed. He wants to feel like he is appreciated. So if you're coming to him with a solution type thing, that in itself is like, oh, okay, I feel appreciated. I feel, like I'm needed here.
Or offer help. I mean, just you can ask what you can do. I don't care if it's licking a stamp and putting it on an envelope. That's one less thing he's got to think about, especially when men are in polygyny. Holy smokes. They have to balance so many things. I think if we knew what went on in the minds of men that are actually practicing polygyny, I don't think we'd be able to emotionally handle that, because we don't have all the great details. Right. We want them, but we don't want them.
Right, exactly.
We don't want that. That's a burden.
Yeah. We're like, no, we don't. We don't want
that. Yeah, we definitely don't.
It's like we thought we did, but we don't.
We don't. So, not as feelers. We'll be crying each other to sleep. Right. Yeah, mess.
And we're going to train more on this topic in our Women's Polygyny Masterclass. So I'm super excited. If you guys have not registered, make sure you do. You do not want to miss out, because we are going live. We're going live on our Polygyny Masterclass. Yes. And you'll be able to ask the questions and all that other good stuff and get the answers and those things. But we are going to talk about, men's feelings, the husband's feelings, the things that are not spoken about because, it's not put out there in the forefront. And those things are very important too. Yeah. And especially for a healthy, loving, caring relationship, period. Yeah. Exactly. Everybody's feelings have to be heard. Everybody's feelings have to matter. Right. So
we're gonna get more into it, and we're so excited to do this work. So make sure you guys register. We'll have the details
for you. Right. You probably see it on this page, or go ahead and look in the description. But yes, register at outstandingpersonalrelationships.com/WPM for Women's Polygyny Masterclass, or polygamy. Yeah, what you want to say, but it's WPM for that. So yes.
We hope you guys got some good gems from this video. Make sure you're following us on our socials. Make sure you are commenting, liking, and subscribing, and hit the what?
Hit that like button and share, because sharing is caring.
Yes, and notification bell as well, because you want to know when we are uploading and you want to stay in the know. So please hit that notification bell.
So you're part of the notification game.
Gang.
So until next time, make sure you are growing intentionally,
loving fearlessly,
and connecting on a higher level every single day. Until next time, assalamu alaikum. Peace.
Here are 3 ways outstanding personal relationships can help you.
Make sure you guys are following us on our social medias at Outstanding Personal Relationships on YouTube and Facebook, and on IG at Outstanding Relationships, and also Clubhouse under our names.
And make sure you go to outstandingpersonalrelationships.com and sign up for our email list. And there you will get updates on our new book, Let's Talk Polygyny Uncensored.
Absolutely. And last but not least, when it comes to coaching or counseling, if you want to work with us one-on-one or in group settings, make sure you're on that website and reach out to us, because we do have very limited spots and we usually have a wait list. So with that being said, GLC.
Make sure you are growing intentionally,
loving fearlessly,
and connecting on a higher level every single day. Assalamu alaikum. Peace.
Peace.